Hi everyone, welcome back to Beauty in the Broken. My name is Heather and the purpose of this channel is to seek and create beauty wherever we can find it, and sometimes out of a complete mess. So today is a total experiment. I'm experimenting with a lot of things today, y'all, so any number of things could go right and any number of things could go wrong. So first experiment is that I got this set to try out of ready to pouring paints, and they are all metallics. And so it came with 14 colors. It did come with some silicone, and it came with some gel in case I wanted to change the consistency, 2 things of black, 2 things of white, and all sorts of metallic colors in there. So I chose several of them. The white is already out on the canvas as a little bit of a pillow base coat, something like that. So this video is part of Tracie Reed's a Facebook group, and she issued a challenge this month to do a puddle pour that was wrecked. And I said, cool, because I had recently seen Nate of Nate Bright Art do this fantastic puddle pour that he wrecked beautifully, and he did it with a dark background and Southwest colors, and it looked amazing. So I kind of wanted to try that. And then I saw Mina of Mina Villegas Art also do her version, also with Southwest colors and a dark background, and hers came out incredible as well. So while I do not anticipate mine being as good as theirs, because I've never done it before, not because it's not possible, but because I've never done it before, and I said this is a total test. So yeah, I'm gonna put my own spin on it a little bit, and as I said, I did both of them did a dark background, and I'm doing obviously white because there's white already down there, and then each of them took, I know Nate took 5 colors, and I can't remember if Mina did as well, but anyway, I'm going to use 5 colors, and I took them out of the ready to pour. So that's the other variable in this is ready to pour. So my consistency may not be the same as what Nate and Mina did, and I will link their videos below so you can go check them out, and please do, because they're both amazing artists. So the consistency might be a factor. I've never used these colors and paints before, so let's just get started. These are the colors that I'm using. I'm using metallic red, metallic rose, black, silver, and metallic blue. And that's the order that I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do 4 puddles across here and 3 puddles across here for a total of 12 puddles. And I'm going to alternate. So on, every other puddle, I will start with the red, and then every other puddle, I will start with the blue. And I will just work in those orders. Front to back and back to front, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And then I will wreck them and tilt them. So here we go. And they may have bubbles in them because I did have to shake them. I did have to shake them to mix. So let's just get started and see what happens. And each puddle will get bigger as I put more paint on it. So then let's go to the center here. Okay. And I'm going to try and put them down and keep them in the same order so that I don't forget. Okay, Okay, there's the blue. And you know what? I think I might end up with 5. I might end up with 5 because I think I started, yeah, I may end up with 5. That's okay. It's all good. Yes, we're going to end up with 5. No worries. Okay, so there's all the base puddles for the red. And there's the blue. Okay, so now everywhere we have red, I'm now going to put the metallic rose. And if you'll notice, I'm doing these, oops, I went outside there. Oh well. I'm doing these light, dark, alternating. Okay, so there's that second one. Now to add the silver. You know what, I see, let me just grab my skewer, pop these big bubbles that I see. Like I said, did have to shake these up. Okay, now they all get the third color. They all get the black because the black is what's the center. I'm just gonna pop these as I see them, y'all, because there's a couple more. Or maybe, you know what, maybe I don't need to worry about this. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, so now everybody gets black added. Okay. Oh, there it comes. All right, the plastic on this, especially this black one, seems a little harder to squeeze. Either that or I'm getting weak. I don't know. There we go. That's moving better. All right, so now, oops, I got it in the paint. It's all right, that's what paper towels are for. So now we go in reverse. So everything that has the red and the rose will now get silver and blue, and everything that has silver and blue will get red and rose. All right, so start with the rose. Okay, and now I'll do the silver. Oh yes, I had to make sure I was on the right one. Okay, they're kind of looking more like squares. All right, so everything that has the rose now gets the red. And last but not least, one more blue. And I'm just going to do the one layer of each. see, let's put a little bit more there and a little bit more there. And so as you can probably tell, there is going to be some white in this painting that will be in between the wrecked pieces. So, all right, I'm going to put these up on the box because we know it's going to eventually drip. All right. Now, just going to some of these bubbles don't want to pop. Okay, put the lock on for safety. Now comes the wrecking part. Now, so Nate wrecked each of his twice. Oh, those bubbles. You know, the bubbles might go away as I wreck it. So I'm going to start here and I'm going to go all the way to the bottom. And I just love the pattern that it makes. I think Nate called it herringbone. Not entirely. I know I used to see like herringbone like pants and stuff. Oh, that wasn't straight. It doesn't have to be. It's all gonna get tilted. All right, last one. Now, I'm gonna wipe that off. I don't know why I need to, but anyway, I like the colors. I really like the colors. Okay, so now is the opposite direction. Okay, so I'm gonna start at the bottom. I think it kind of looks like feathers. And you can see that white getting dragged through because it's part of the base, plus it was in between each puddle I poured. And there we go. Kind of wish we could just leave it like that, you know? But I can't because there's too much paint left on the canvas and don't want any accidents. No cracking. It's warm enough here. Okay, so let's tilt. Okay, so Nate actually did this twice. And the first time he did it, he went corner to corner. And the second time he went corner to other corner, like side as opposed to diagonal. And what he discovered and what I agree with is that it actually gets a better result when you go this way to this way first. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, here we go. Wish me luck, y'all. Ah, so pretty. Okay, so you can see the paint moving slowly from the center. Does not have to be a race. Just move it slowly. And some of it will go over on itself because I should have put a flow extender around, but let's just see how this plays out. So now I'm going to the direct opposite again, slowly. This is not, does not have to be fast. Okay. Now I'm going to bring the paint, you can see it moving back to the center. Now, let's go to the upper right corner. And I do want to not only take it there, but I need to take it off the sides here. Okay, and then I'm also going to take it off the side at the top, again, slowly. Okay, bring the paint back to the center. And now turn it so that we get the lower corner here and these two sides. Okay, now let's bring it back to the center and take a look at what we have here. I'm going to, once it gets back. Okay, so let's put it down and take a look. It does look like missed a little bit up here. Okay, and need to get the black over there. Pick up a little bit on this corner. All right, that looks pretty good. This side looks good. Big drip there. Oh, missed a lot of this corner here. Let's grab that paint. Okay. Now I'm gonna try and reach around so that y'all don't have to see. All right, there's a big area that needs to be covered over there. So let's take a look. Because I actually really like this the way that it is. I think this looks so cool. But since I have a huge amount to cover over on the other side, I am going to pick it up gently and just angle it over here. I think I'm just, well, let's see. Most of the paint needs to be, yeah, and there's still a lot of paint. You can see that the paint is still moving relatively fast. So there's a lot of paint still left on here that probably should come off. Like I said, I do not want any cracking. Okay, so that side is now covered, but the other side is a little stretched out, so there's not, so the balance isn't there anymore. So I'm going to bring it back to the center and see, I think, since I do still have to take some paint off, man, what do I want to get rid of? Because I really don't. Ha ha ha. I think I'm gonna go to this side. Since I had brought it back to the center, now I can bring it back over here. I'm gonna angle it just a little bit more to the top. That area with the silver and the rose, I don't like that as much, so let's angle it and take that off and then bring it back. It is still moving pretty fast. I guess I had too much paint on here. I'm glad I only did one layer, right? So let's just take some of this. I'm gonna move my fingers, let some of that come off there. All right. I think I am gonna take, let's see, if I open this up on the left, upper left side a little bit and then angle it toward, I just hate to get rid of that black corner, but I think it's gonna have to go. Put a little blue over there and then bring it back. Still moving too much. I really had too much paint on here. We overcompensate because I think you know, if you've watched any other of my painting videos, there have been times when I haven't had enough paint. So I had to learn that lesson. Okay, it is moving more slowly now. So let's take a look. I guess one of the things that I'm not necessarily a fan of is if you look, let me put it down. You see down here, it just looks like, and I don't want to drip. So it looks like 3 columns, if you will. And they're relatively straight lines. So I think what I'm going to do, really like that geode look there. I think I'm going to try and angle it. Now, I think I'm going to go this way. Just making sure you can see. Now, you can see the paint moving kind of in the lower third there. It is moving more slowly than it was. So, I have accomplished my goal of getting more paint off. Now I'm going to move it to this side a little bit. And then I'm going to take it back up at an angle so that those 3 columns don't... Of course, now I've created one at the top. All right, so now I'm going to angle it back a little bit just so that one at the top doesn't look quite so straight, because I've created some bending lines in the bottom 3. All right, now let's take a look. Okay, I am happy with this. I'm very happy with this. This looks super cool. Yep, definitely does not look like it used to be 15 puddles. And because these are, let's see, the white and the black are not, but the other 4 colors, the red, the rose, the silver, and the blue, are all metallics. I think this is going to sparkle and shine. Yep. All right, let me dry my hands off. And I'm going to give it one final torch just to... I think I need another paper towel. I'm going to give it one final torch to get rid of any bubbles. I think I did spread this. Well, maybe it's just mixing with the silver because I had to tilt it several times. This is just mixing with the silver now. But it does look like it gives the appearance that the white is spread too thin. But I think it's just mixing with the silver and making that lighter color. All right, so hands are drier now. Unlock the torch and just give it one final. Now remember, we're not too close with the torch, not burning the paint, not getting the flames on the paper cups, being safe. Okay, and it is now locked. Okay, y'all. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. So we'll see how it dries. I think the consistency did work out well with these ready-made, ready-to-pour paints, and they flowed really nicely and puddled very nicely. So I'm happy with this. All right. So we'll see you back in a minute for the beauty reveal. Bye. Hi everyone, welcome back to the beauty reveal. And without further ado, there we go. Let me stand back a little bit. But that is what we got from the puddle pour that I wrecked in the herringbone pattern. I used ready to pour metallic paints. And I think you can see the shine on that. But I absolutely think it came out amazing. Put this down over here and we can look at some of these details. The shine as I get into the shadows there. So let's just start at the top and go
create shadows on the right, but there you go. Now, you might notice something a little odd right there. Anybody know what that might be? That is me dropping. It's dropping the food netting that I use to keep the bugs out. Well, it dropped. I dropped it. So I have these lines right here. But I was talking to my son, and we were kind of thinking that maybe it might look more like a Wolverine. I think Wolverine. Yeah, Wolverine scrape. So maybe I'll have to hand paint that in. But anyway, there you go. And pull back again. And I just think it came out gorgeous. The shine, the lines, the kind of wacky craziness. Really like this one right here, how it kind of curves. And if you remember when during the actual filming, I had these 3 column-like things, and they were really, really straight. So I think it really came out well with that last tilt where, where I angled it and got rid of those straight line columns. But now if I hadn't dropped, it is a comedy of errors around here. But yeah, so I decided that this was my favorite orientation. And yeah, I will be making more of these. I'll be using the ready to pour paints some more, and I will be making more of these puddles. I think the biggest lesson learned with this one is, aside from being careful with the food netting, is to, I had too much paint. I had too many puddles. So I think Nate was using 12 or 15 puddles for a 2 foot by 2 foot panel. So I really had too much. So, but there we go. And that is the beautiful painting. And so I will remind you, as usual, to always seek beauty, because it's always there if you look for it. Bye.